happened
tonight.
I think this is really going to help our viewers because we've been saying Mandalay Bay, but the Route 91 Festival is actually right across the street. So let me just play this for you. You see Mandalay Bay here, the Delano, you see the Luxor right up here, but the area where the festival actually happened is right across Las Vegas Boulevard, and actually here's the stage, and this is the area where all those folks were for this festival as we continue to zoom in. And so you can see Mandalay Bay over here in the corner. So when we're playing a lot of the witness videos for you, you see the Mandalay kind of in the background. This is the vantage. The victims, the people who were targeted, were down here in this parking lot. If the reports are accurate that the shooter was up on the 30th floor of Mandalay Bay, they would have been on the east side of the hotel shooting down into this parking lot. We have brand new sound of that right now. It is chilling, isn't it, when you hear the gunshots, and as Randy Sutton has been educating us tonight, that is a fully automatic weapon, which is how that shooter was able to get so many victims, and they were all just right down in that tight space. This is a 3-day concert, and the passes were completely sold out to Route 91, so it was a full house, and no doubt the shooter knew that, with the headliner being Jason Aldean, and as you know, he was on stage when all of this happened. You're looking at a live picture now down Las Vegas Boulevard, where you can still see a massive police presence, police cars lined up and down as Metro and Henderson and various agencies have all responded to this shooting. But I just wanted to put into context for our viewers exactly where this happened. It wasn't right on Mandalay Bay's property. It was across Las Vegas Boulevard in this large empty lot. So I'll send it back to you in the studio. We'll continue to news gather here for you at the Breaking News Center.
All right, great job, Beth. Thank you. And that map is very helpful because, Randy, you some thoughts immediately popped into your head when you looked at the distance from the hotel to the venue.
Yeah, I'm looking at that, and I got a lot of questions. That's to rain down accurate fire from that distance is well, I mean.
It's worth looking. Now, you know, I did comment earlier, a lot of tall buildings and echoes can do funny things with where you think a shot is coming from.
And that's true. And you know, those that audio that we heard was from people at the event, and those gunshots were loud and clear.
They were close. It sounded like they were closer.
Are you ready? Yeah, we're live. Yes, we're ready.
All right, well, thank you for being here. I'm here to give you an update on the situation as I know it at this point. I think it's very important for you to understand that this investigation is going to be long and contracted before we get to the bottom of everything associated with it. But it's one of the things I wanted to update you with is we have located the vehicles that I had put out in the first briefing, and we believe we're confident but not 100% sure we have located the female person of interest. So I want the people to feel confident and calm in that aspect that we've accomplished a lot in a short period of time. Now the number of injuries I do not know yet, but we are looking in excess of 50 individuals dead and over 200 individuals injured at this point. I do not want to give you an accurate number and it be wrong, so subsequently that is why I'm portraying it in that manner. Now the suspect, I am going to provide you his identity at this point. His name is Stephen Paddock. Last name spelled P-A-D-D-O-C-K, with the date of birth of 4/9/1953. As far as his history and background, we haven't completed that part of the investigation yet, but we located numerous firearms within the room that he occupied, and that's, like I stated earlier, it's going to be a long and tedious investigation. Now we're bringing in all the resources of the FBI to assist us in this investigation, in particular to their victim witness advocates and their CSI folks to help us process the scene and ensure that we're getting all the evidence that we can possibly obtain. Now, furthermore, I want to provide you the phone number that I said I would provide in the first briefing. That number for family and friends to get an update on loved ones is 1-866-535-5654. One more time, 1-866-535-5654. Obviously, this is a tragic incident and one that we've never experienced in this valley. So what we're going to try to do is the best we can to get our first responders back on their feet and responding and conducting a proper investigation and ensure that we have the safety of this community at heart. My condolences go out to the loved ones that lost their lives and their families, and we will do the best we can to make it as easy as possible for you to get information as we know it. I think it's important for you to see the FBI, County Fire, and Commissioner Sisolak behind me. It shows that we have full support of all the government entities to solve this situation as soon as possible.
Do you have any sense of motive?
No, not yet.
How many law enforcement officers lost their lives?
I don't know yet. Because there's some officers from other jurisdictions that was attending the concert. So I don't have an accurate number of that yet.
Have you gotten an update on your officers that have been injured?
One was critical, but he's stable, and one of my officers was off duty attending the concert and lost his life.
Can you give any more details about the firearms that were found in the room?
No, I don't have any more details on the firearms. All we know is they were rifles, and that's all I know at this point. We're executing a search warrant on the room as we speak.
Sheriff, how are you doing? These are your guys that were out there on the road. How are we handling?
We're holding up, and we're going to do the best we can. And I don't want to say that's what we're paid to do. It's because nobody's paid to do what we're experiencing right now. But in my preview of the police department, they're doing a fantastic job, and we're going to have to look out for their well-being moving forward.
You said there were numerous other firearms found in Stephen Paddock's room. Was that in his home or was that in the room?
In the room of the hotel. We have officers at his residence. We'll be executing a search warrant there also shortly.
How does the city recover from this? I mean, moving forward,
That's a hard question to answer at this point. It's too early in the process, and please give us time so we can do a good job. Thank you, and I would provide you an update on a regular basis at approximately a 2-hour window at a time. As you can imagine, we don't get a lot of information all at once, so please bear with us when I provide you information.
Excuse me, several people on social media are asking where they can donate blood and if they can. Do you have any idea?
The phone number that I provided, we will get that information out. But right now, I'm not comfortable providing that information because we're overwhelmed in the medical services at all the hospitals right now. But the United Blood Services has responded, and then once they get all their personnel on the ground and more people in place, we'll be able to provide that info.
So this number is for people looking for their loved ones.
Looking for their loved ones.
Are families still being directed to come here?
Yes, ma'am. There's 2 locations where they have been responding. One is at